Welcome back to our coding series. Today, we are tackling a classic and challenging problem, wildcard pattern matching. This problem appears frequently in technical interviews and is a great way to understand string algorithms. Before we code, let's understand the rules. We are given two special symbols. First, the question mark. This acts as a placeholder for exactly one character, any character. Second, the asterisk. This is the powerful one. It can match any sequence of characters, including an empty sequence. Let's look at some examples to clarify. If our pattern is he ? It successfully matches the string hello because the question mark takes the place of the letter L. However, $A does not match CB because the question mark only covers the C, leaving the B unmatched against the. The asterisk is more flexible. *D matches ABGT because the asterisk absorbs the B and C. So here is our formal problem statement. Given an input string and a pattern P, we need to write a function that returns true if the pattern covers the entire string. We are not just looking for a substring match, the whole string must match the pattern. Our first instinct might be recursion. We can think of this as a decision tree. For every character, we check if it matches. If we encounter an asterisk, we have a choice. We can either ignore the asterisk and move to the next part of the pattern, or we can use the asterisk to consume a character from our string and stay on the asterisk. However, a pure recursive approach has a major flaw. As you can see in this visualization, different paths in our decision tree often land on the same state. We end up solving the exact same subproblems over and over again. For long strings, this leads to exponential time complexity and will likely cause a time limit exceeded error. To fix this, we use dynamic programming. We create a 2D grid or table called DP. The rows represent our string and the columns represent our pattern. Each cell, DP at ij, will store a Boolean value, true or false. It tells us if the string up to index I matches the pattern up to index j. Let's fill this table. Case 1 is simple. If the current characters match, or if the pattern has a question mark, we simply look at the diagonal value. If the previous state was a match and our current characters match, then the current state is also a match. Case 2 involves the asterisk. This is where the magic happens. If the pattern character is an asterisk, we look at two neighbors. We look to the left, which represents matching an empty sequence. Or we look up, which represents the asterisk consuming one character from the string. If either of these neighbors is true, our current cell is true. By using this table, we ensure we calculate each state only once. This brings our time complexity down to O of m times n, where m and n are the lengths of the string and pattern. The space complexity is also proportional to the grid size. This transforms an impossible exponential problem into a manageable quadratic one.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.